Hi everybody. Have you ever had an idea for an awesome web app but had no clue where to start? Maybe you wanted to create a special Jeopardy review game. Maybe you wanted to do flashcards with a quiz at the end. Maybe you had some sort of special coaching tool that didn't exist yet. Well, I might have the perfect solution for you. It is a programming app called Gemini Canvas. And I'm going to show you how to use this to create the app without any knowledge of coding. It does all of the programming for you. And then the most important part I'm going to show you is how to post and embed it into a Google site so that you can share it with your students or your colleagues. And an important disclaimer about this though is I'm going to show you how to create a static site. And by static, it means when the user does something or adds something, it is not saved, meaning there's no worry about leaking information. If you ever want to save anything onto a database or create a web app that does have that type of functionality, I would save that for another video. But without further ado, let's get started. Just to give some examples of what is possible, I created a few other Gemini scripts that I posted on a Google site, which I will share in the comments section below. This one right here is an icebreaker wheel where if you click spin, it should land on a random student and then also give them a random icebreaker question. If you could instantly become an expert in one subject, what would it be? And some cool things about this, I added a setup so that I can insert or remove people. And I can add more conversation questions, or I can add real review type of questions. If I spin, it's going to give something new, but you'll notice that there are a few more people on here. And on top of that, do keep in mind that this being a static site, anything I put inside of here is not going to be permanent, meaning if I click refresh, anything I added will be gone, which is actually, in my opinion, pretty nice for something like this. I can quickly copy and paste a student list in, and nobody else can see the information, and nobody can mess up any of the stuff that I put on there. A couple of other quick examples. Coaching idea. I don't know much about pickleball, but I used Gemini Canvas to create an app. I learned that this area of the court is known as the kitchen. But hover over anything to learn more about the court. And I also decided I wanted to be able to move around people for positioning. And if I click on how to play, it goes through all of the basic game flow from setup to winning the game. And a final one that I'm going to show is something that actually needs a database, but this is learner tracking. And this one requires a little bit more protection, but I can log in to my teacher dashboard and see student information. And I can also log in as a student and add reflections. But possibilities are totally up to you.